Hello and welcome to another update video about PEPE. So on the PEPE chart, we're still in this fifth wave. Yeah, this is the idea. Wave 5 of either a larger degree third wave or of a C wave. I just have to point out that we could be forming a C wave top after the next high. That could indicate that we really form a substantial top because the long-term chart suggests A wave up into the 2023 high, B wave down, C wave up. So the next high could be the last one before a substantial correction follows. This does not 100% fit with my Bitcoin expectation, and there is another reasonable scenario which I therefore follow primarily. And this means, or this scenario is the white count, which allows for further upside, like wave 1 up, wave 2 down, and then the third wave is currently unfolding, and then there should still be another 4-5 pattern to complete an even larger degree wave 1. So that means after the next high, we have to be ready at some point for a large wave 4 pullback. Again, after an ABC top, literally anything could happen, but there is a wave count, like the white one, which definitely allows for the interpretation that we will see another higher low and a higher high. So that will give us a support area to watch, and therefore I'm going to follow primarily the white count. It also fits better with the Bitcoin chart. Either way, in the short term, this doesn't matter so much because in the short term, if it's a third wave or a C wave, it's the same. So still watching for higher prices. The idea was that a lower degree third wave finished here most recently on the 27th of September, yeah, 27th of May. There was the idea that from here somewhere, I mean, the third wave did enough, right? We talked about that. It certainly was long enough. And the idea was that a fourth wave pullback could occur from there. I gave you a support area that is still the same as in the last video. This fourth wave pullback support zone, I'm sorry, it's between the 23.6 FIB and the 61.8 FIB. And we have an ABC structure there, and the C wave is expected to still happen at some point. So at the moment, I'm tracking this as an ABC structure. The A wave low was expected to happen somewhere in that region. It happened. We're now in a bounce, and my interpretation is that this is a B wave bounce. So the resistance, standard resistance for a B wave is typically calculated by taking the length of the A wave. Then we have a B wave corrective rally, and a C wave down is still likely going to happen at some point. B wave resistance is between 146 and 158 and 162931. It's standard resistance, so B waves can overshoot sometimes. So don't be surprised if we go above resistance. It would not rule out the idea of a B wave. Why am I still leaning towards a more extended wave 4? It's just because the move down isn't clearly in 3 waves. So I would prefer a clear 3-wave move, you know. But again, it doesn't have to be. You know, it did land in the support region, but normally what I normally like to see in a fourth wave is that it reaches the 38.2 FIB level. It didn't do that, but still, it technically did what it needed to do. Still, I would prefer a more extended wave 4. That would be my preference. Alternatively, you could say Alt 4, yeah, the wave 4 was already in. But I cannot confirm that until we see a break above the last high. So the 172564 high. Either way, regardless of whether we get another dip or not, either we go up higher more directly, yeah, or we go up from here. So in both scenarios, I'm still short-term bullish on PEPE, especially against the 61.8 retracement. That's the lower boundary line of the support area. That's key. Okay, against that, I'm focusing on higher. And what are upside targets? So next upside levels to watch are at 188.358, 205.987. These are the next upside levels to watch. There is some Fibonacci confluence here. There are 2 different ways of measuring targets. Yeah. So it's around, there's some Fib confluence here between that 1.618 extension at 185.619 and the 1.786 extension at 188.358. So there should be additional resistance there. would not be surprised if it all the way stretch. I mean, if these are overcome and the price breaks above, then there's one more level to watch. They have gotten to 248076. I wouldn't rule that out. That would be a bit of a stretch target for now. So that's my update about PEPE. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.